Check it out.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. So today I'm going to explain about introduction of market structure. So what is market structure? Market structure is the framework that explains how companies in specific industries compete and make their big decision. So why does this matter? Because it directly impacts the prices we pay as consumer, how efficient companies are, and our overall quality of life. So in modern heavy-duty industries that require a lot of money to start, what we call as capital-intensive industries, a structure known as an oligopoly is a very common.
What is oligopoly? Oligopoly is market dominated by a few large and powerful firms. So firms are independent in pricing and output decisions, and each firm's action directly affect competitors' behavior.
Okay, so now let's have a look at real-world example of oligopoly in Malaysia. So our telecommunication industry is a perfect example of an oligopoly. This is because instead of 100 of small shops, the market is dominated by just a few big names such as Maxis, Celcom DG, U-Mobile, and Telekom Malaysia. While these companies certainly compete with one another, that competition is mostly limited to these few established giants, that making it very hard for anyone else to join the race.
So next is key characteristic. So few large firms with significant control over the market and high barriers to entry due to capital, technology, and regulations. So products are differentiated through branding and service quality.
Now I will explain about price behavior. So consumer might notice that phone plan prices that don't change drastically every day. This is happen because firms in oligopoly try to avoid a price war. So if one company cut prices too low, everyone lose money in the long run. Because of this, prices stay relatively stable over time. And in economy, we explain this price stiffness using the Kinkert demand curve model, which is shows why companies are afraid to raise prices or lower the price.
Okay, for our Kinkert demand curve, based on this diagram, demand curve is Kinkert at the prevailing market price. So price increase are not followed by competitors. Price decrease is quickly matched by competitors. So this leads to the continuous marginal revenue curve.
So now I will explain about our case study, which is Maxis Berhad. So Maxis Berhad is one of the leading telecommunication firms in Malaysia, which they are providing essential services like mobile plans, high-speed fiber internet, and digital tools for businesses. So within this oligopoly structure, Maxis Berhad has to consistently balance its services offerings to stay ahead while operating in a market where every move they make is being watched closely by their few main competitors such as DG, U-Mobile, and Telekom Malaysia.
So for business strategies of Maxis, there are three main strategies, which is focus mainly on non-price competition strategies. Next is strong branding, advertising, and customer loyalty program. And last is continuous investment in 5G and digital innovation.
We will explain about issues and challenges. There are three challenges. So the first one is strong government regulation affect pricing and operation. This is because telecommunication is a public utility. That's something everyone needs, so the government have to keep a very close eye on it. They set rules on how much companies can charge you and how they must run their networks to ensure things stay fair for the public. And the second one is high infrastructure cost limit entry of new firms. So to start a new phone company, you can't just open a shop. You have to spend $1 billion building towers and laying cables across the whole country. This massive price tag acts like a keep out signs, making it almost impossible for new or smaller companies to join the market. And the third one is a growing customer protection and ethical business concern. So, today's customers are more aware than ever. Maxis, Berhad, and others are under constant pressure to protect your private data and be harnessed in their advertising. So, if they aren't ethical, they risk losing their reputation and are facing heavy fines.
In conclusion, oligopoly dominates telecommunication industry in Malaysia. So, Maxis is one of the telecommunication in Malaysia that demonstrate typical oligopolistic behavior. So here we can see that innovative and effective regulation can ensure the long-term sustainability.